过去几年，全球地缘冲突多发，尤其进入2026年，美国和以色列对伊朗发动的战争，已经对国际秩序和全球经济造成了重大冲击。未来中东局势将如何演化？国际社会该如何建立起有效机制来维护和平？中东的军事冲突将对全球经济和国际格局带来哪些深远影响？在复杂多变的外部环境下，中国又将如何坚持开放和发展，并为全球经济的稳定运行发挥更积极的作用？中国发展高层论坛2026年年会期间，著名国际问题专家、哥伦比亚大学教授杰弗里·萨克斯接受了第一财经专访。
Professor, how do you project the evolution of the current Middle East conflict?
I think it is escalating, unfortunately, because the two aggressors, Israel and the United States, expected Iran to just surrender. Of course, that did not happen. Their idea was a delusion, and when that delusion didn't exist, they said, we'll escalate. Now they're causing terrible destruction in Iran, but Iran is retaliating because it's fighting for its survival. So the costs are extremely high. This moment is very dangerous.
How much is the risk of it escalating into a worldwide or at least a broader regional war?
It's already a broader regional war because there's already war across the Middle East. Iran is now bombing most of the Gulf region. A lot of the energy infrastructure, the ports, the pipelines, the refineries, the gas and oil fields themselves are all getting hit. So we're already in a full-fledged regional war, and it is expanding, not diminishing.
The BRICS countries should have more influence on the issue, but in what kind of channel or mechanism?
I think the BRICS can make a private approach, but they need to do it together, all of them. Not one country or another, but as a group, because as a group, the 10 BRICS countries are half the world's population. If they say it publicly also, the war must stop. This is a war of aggression by Israel and the United States that's ruining the whole world. All the rest of the world will be more empowered. It's even possible that if the BRICS coalesce, that they can get the European Union to join them. They are absolutely going to be hard hit by this crisis. Europe will go into a very deep economic crisis as a result of what's happening in the Gulf right now. So Europe has a strong incentive for this war to stop. But if the BRICS countries are clear, maybe the Europeans would come along with the BRICS together, and then with the African Union, then you'd have actually the whole world ready to say clearly to Israel and the United States, you are to blame, you must stop. This would make a big difference.
Do you have real confidence in the future of this problem resolution?
I think the situation is very urgent because the escalation is very fast. Things could easily get out of control. The war is at the stage where Trump is threatening within the next 24 or 48 hours to destroy Iran's infrastructure. He can't do it. Iran's a big country, but he can do a lot of damage. But believe me, if we go down that road, Iran is going to do massive damage within the next few days to the Middle East. And that's going to be damage that's going to last years. So I don't think we have a lot of time.
Due to this crisis, we have already seen many disturbances into the economy. The oil price, the raising inflation concerns, and the monetary policies in many countries, and also the price of gold. But as the situation escalating, what more shock will we face in economic field?
All of the things you mentioned, the oil price, or gold prices, or prices at the gas pump, or the stock market falling. So far, it's prices in the economy. But soon it's going to be jobs and production, all of which are going to start contracting. And so we're just in the early stage of a major economic crisis that's going to hit a lot of the world. China, of course, will be impacted like every other country, but less than most other countries because China is very resilient. It has alternative energy supplies. It is smart. It has large reserves. But there will be lots of countries that within days or weeks are going to be in crisis and instability. So this is going to go from the prices, which is the first signal, to the production and the jobs and the unemployment and the dislocation. And then the higher energy prices are going to mean fertilizer, unaffordable or even not existing because fertilizer plants are being destroyed or the ability to produce fertilizer is going to be curtailed. That means food production 3 months or 6 months from now is going to be harmed. So we're going to see a cascading crisis. This goes on another few weeks and there's massive destruction. It could be devastating basically for the whole world economy.
Even if things go to the better side,
yes.
If a sustainable de-escalation is achieved, will the world economy simply return to the pre-conflict condition?
Things cannot bounce back even physically because if you destroy a refinery, it takes years to rebuild. It's not just a matter of tinkering and getting this restored. So there will be a long, long shadow, even from what's happened till now. And think about how much physical destruction has taken place in Iran, in the city, in bombing of civilian Tehran, and also damage all through Israel and so forth. So there's already very large costs. There will be high energy prices for a long time because the production will not come back online very quickly. But within a few more weeks, the destruction could be really irreversible. There won't even be a normal. There will just be a crisis.
China actually has just released its 15th five-year plan outline. What do you think are the main comparative advantages for China's development in the next 5 years?
China made a fundamental advance in the economy from 2010 until today, becoming a high innovation, what's called a high quality production economy. This is quite remarkable. According to the World Intellectual Property Organization, 26 of the 100 most innovative geographic clusters in the world are in China. Number 1 is in China, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Guangzhou. Then 3 of the top 6, that one in the south, Shanghai and Beijing, are at the top of global innovation. This is transformative. It's already happened. China's already the leader across the green and digital technologies. What the 15th plan does is continue on that path. It says a resilient, robust, autonomous, scientific and technological system. So I think China is well set up to be at the center of the global digital and green technologies.
On issues such as green transition, digital infrastructure, AI governance, climate finance, and so on, how can China further expand its influence to play a more positive role globally and contribute more to the global economic stability?
China has vast productive capacity in all of these areas. The US and the IMF say that's overcapacity. I say that's ridiculous. Where is Africa's solar power going to come from? It's going to come from Chinese-made modules. So we need China's industrial capacity to help the rest of the world achieve the green and digital transformation. This is a very good complementary fit. So I want China to have an expanded program, expanded Belt and Road program, expanded China-Africa program, so that all of these great Chinese technologies can be deployed. Of course, China will make some loans to these countries. These countries will pay back China in 20 years because they'll be much stronger economies in 20 years. So this is the basic fit. I would like China to play not only the production and the financing leadership, but also the diplomatic leadership, because my own recommendation is that China establish a big United Nations campus in Beijing for sustainable development. All the world's governments can come here to learn what to do. How is China doing it? How can we partner? Which technologies can be used? This would be a great help for the whole world.